Joining me all the way from Budapest is India's latest international master, Vantika Agrawal. Hello, Vantika.
Hi Sagar. How
Van,
are you?
I am amazed. I'm excited. I feel very happy that you have achieved your IM title. Vantika, do you know you are the 11th woman player of India to become an IM?
Yeah,
And the interesting thing is you could even be 10th. I was talking to Shahid yesterday, who is at Chessbase India, and he said that Humpy became a GM from WGM. Yeah, she didn't get the IM title. So if we technically say how many IMs have been there in India who are women, you might be the 10th. But okay, if we count Humpy also as an IM, then you are 11th. But what a brilliant achievement by you, um, to achieve this title. First, tell me, how are you feeling?
yeah, I'm feeling amazing. And to tell the truth, the way it started when I came to Vezerkepzo, the first 6 rounds were not going well, and really I was in minus 20. My rating was decreasing, and
Really?
even confidence was also shaken. But then I thought, okay, never lose your hope, and just I concentrated on my game, just decided to start afresh and forget whatever happened. And then I just came back, and in that tournament I won 3 games. Last 3 games I won, and I increased some rating there. And
Oh,
in the next
after
tournament,
minus 20, you won because you must have beaten all three higher rated players.
yeah, I won
Wow.
with 12400 from Japan,
Yeah.
one and two grandmasters in last 2 rounds.
Wow.
Yeah, and then from minus it became plus, and then the next tournament was even better, and I played very well there.
So you went with a
Yeah,
rating of
2367.
2367 and you had two IM norms, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, yeah,
So you needed 33 elo points and you needed one norm because you performed very well in last three rounds. You might have gained some 4 5 elo points, right, in that event.
14.
14. Okay. So that means you
Yeah,
reached 2381. And then in the second event, you gained 19 elo points.
even more.
Even
Like
more.
yeah, it was 19 before last round, and after winning, it became 26. So,
Wow. So you are right now 2-4.
07.
Can you give me a high five? Because my rating is the same,
Wow.
2407. So we both are right now the same rating. But very soon you will surpass me by many, many elo points. So I'm very, very glad that today, as on today, we both have the same rating.
Yeah, me too.
Okay, so Vantika, firstly, one question which I get the first thought, when I see you, is someone who has unbelievably balanced academics and chess. Like, this is your mark sheet of 12th grade. I think it was roughly 2.5 years ago that you appeared for 12th. You got 95% in that, or
Yeah.
96. And now you are an IM. Are you still pursuing your academics, or how is it?
Yeah, I'm still pursuing my academics. I'm doing BCom honors from SRCC. This is my last year, third year, and in fact, the last semester. So I'm planning to play few more tournaments in Europe.
Hmm.
Then I'll go back and complete my last semester, and then I'll completely focus on chess. Then I'll just I'll okay, I'll do some more studies, but later I'll for at least 2 3 years I'll focus completely on chess.
Unbelievable how you do it, because we have been talking with each other in interviews every few years. I remember in 2018 when I interviewed you after World Youth, you were 2286 and you were a WIM trying to become a WGM. There, I think you
Yeah.
had just finished your 10th grade exams, if I'm not mistaken. Then we this is 2020, which I just showed the mark sheet of. So while you are now finishing your BCom honors, you've also finished WGM title, you've finished IM title, you've crossed 2400. Is this tough on you, or do you think that it's possible, easy?
Yeah, I think it's tough because many times when there's an important tournament, there's exams also. Like both things would clash because last year there was Olympiad training camp, and in the first camp there was Anand sir and even Gelfand sir had come. So I just wanted to attend that and not miss it. But just during when it was finishing, that time only my exams were starting,
Yeah.
so I had to, like, 2 days I had to leave and go back. And the day we reached, the next I think next day there were two exams, like theory, practical, and and then completely there were more and more exams. So and then again in next semester I thought, okay, no, I'll just at least know this time it would be easy. And then at last moment I got chance in Tata Steel.
Yes, I
Yeah.
remember because Bhakti had got an Arjuna award, so you got a chance to play.
Yeah, and I got a chance, and then when I came back, in the night, 12 o'clock, we reached home, and the next morning, 9 o'clock something, there was another exam. I just studied in the flight, whatever I had studied,
Seriously, and
1 or 2
did you
hours.
do well in that exam?
No, I haven't seen the what I got marks, but I'm sure I would have passed that. I think.
But is this some kind of motivation that you have, that you are balancing two things? Because clearly you are such a strong player now. You will be in top 5 in Indian chess, in women's chess. Very soon you will move towards the GM title. um, Things are working out beautifully. In fact, recently you are also supported and sponsored by Pravaha, about which we will speak in a bit. um, do you still feel that you have to continue your grind in the academics?
Yeah, so this is my last semester, so I don't want to leave something uncompleted firstly, and it wouldn't have been possible if I was studying alone. But my mom, she is always there with me, and the number of hours I am putting, she is putting even double more number of hours than me to make me study. And because whenever even in the flight, it was not that I was studying or reading everything, it was mostly her reading and I was listening. So I
Seriously.
wouldn't. Yeah, yeah. This happens like mostly when we are studying at the end, she's putting in more effort. And I'm because it's not possible for one of us to like read everything. It was so much. So she's studying, I'm reading, and hoping that at least something would go inside.
That's very cool. I have this picture here of your mom. She is a chartered accountant, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes, yes. She left her career for both of us, like me and my brother, so that we can pursue our dreams and reach good heights.
And how is she feeling right now? Is she around somewhere?
Yeah, she's around.
We will get her later, and I will talk to her. But she must be on cloud nine, because I see the left picture. If you see, that was an important win that you had, right?
Yeah, it was. This is in pictures from World Youth in Khanti Mansis. I
And did
think
you win that event, or what was it?
so. In that event, before the last round, I was in joint lead, and the other girl had lost, so I just needed a draw. I was playing against Zuziner,
Ah,
and she was half point behind me, so a draw would have secured gold medal for me. And even my position was very good, so I had time. My position was good, and then somehow I messed up and I lost that game. And after losing, I was not even in top three, so that was a bit of heartbreak, but overall that event was very good for me.
is this picture after you lost or something like that, or do you remember?
No, I think, yeah, this picture is actually before the start of one of the rounds. So
Ah.
just like before the start, every time she would just hug me, so that, yeah,
Hmm.
just good feel factor.
Wow, amazing, amazing. It's brilliant how your mom has supported you in your chess, and I guess your dad. Could you tell us a bit about him?
Yeah, he had before the sponsorship, mostly he has only been supporting me financially, and whichever tournament I wanted to play, he made me play that. And I'm really thankful because sometimes, the parents say that, okay, we can't spend so much of money
Yeah.
on you. But from the very start, once I started performing well, he understood that I have potential, and he just kept on spending as much money as
Wow.
much as like we could.
What is his profession?
Yeah, he's also a chartered
Oh,
accountant.
really?
Mm.
Wow.
Yeah.
Are you planning by any chance to be a CA?
No, no, no. I thought that from starting only. I told them because you have to study a lot. If I
Hmm.
go for CA, then my chess would take a backseat, and
But
I
your
don't
mother
want
could
that.
read out things and it could work out.
Yeah, they told me that you can also do. I said, no, what I'll do after becoming CA. Like, if I want to pursue that and, do much of that, then it makes sense. But my main focus is chess. So why
I
should I
agree
work
with
so
you.
hard?
I completely agree with you. And this is the right approach. Talking about sponsors, recently, I think it's been less than a month, I believe, since we published this. Pravaha Foundation has supported 6 players, but the major support went to you and Savita. Uh, did that give you extra motivation when you were playing?
Yes, of course. When you have such a good financial support, then you feel more confident.
Hmm.
And to be honest, I was waiting for this sponsorship for so long because it was not like I performed well just like no or 1 or 2 years. I have been performing well for a long time. I have like 8 or 9 times I have come have a podium finish in nationals, won world Asian medals also, Commonwealth, Olympiad, and
Yeah.
even became WGM. And also I was thinking that whenever I was having some achievement, I had this feeling that okay, now I'll get, no,
Hmm.
I'll get. But even after becoming WGM, I was just no, this time, like finally I've got. So this is just very exciting. And I wanted to just, after getting the sponsorship, I just wanted to perform even better.
Brilliant, brilliant. I mean, a huge congratulations to you, to them, to Pravaha Foundation, and to MGD1 who made this happen. So very cool. And Vantika, when I see you, I see someone who is extremely sort of has a lot of willpower, I feel, in order to keep on performing consistently. What would you say is your quality that has helped you sort of keep on performing well at chess?
Yeah, I think main thing that I kept on working hard. Whenever I didn't stop working hard, whatever my result was, I just kept on working. And even in tournaments, I never gave up because
Mhm.
even after, like you saw in this for Vezerkepzo, starting 6 rounds, it was not going well. I lost 2 games and other games were drawn. But then I didn't give up. I just, I had that I will come back, and I did come back. I won the next 3 games. So I think the never give up attitude, and I keep working hard always. So I think those two have helped me to perform well.
Do you have a way of recovering? Like, do you watch something, or do you go out for a walk, or do you do some sightseeing, or is it just focusing on chess that helps you to come back?
Yeah, I think it's not focusing on chess, it's just changing whatever you are doing, taking some, just relaxing yourself mainly. And yeah, some other things also I do. And yeah.
Brilliant.
Just, I think mainly it's not, but not to just do chess. I think that's not what will help you to, come
Hmm.
back. It's just relaxing, changing a bit of atmosphere and all.
Brilliant.
Yeah.
That's wonderful to know. And Vantika, are there any more people who have contributed in your journey whom you would like to speak about?
Yeah, there are a lot of people. My first coach Gaurav sir, then Manish sir. With Manish sir also in my earlier years I worked a lot. Like till 2015 I worked with him. Then I worked with Tipsy sir, Tejas sir, and then I even worked with Vishnu Prasanna sir and Shyam Sundar sir also I worked a lot. And then currently I'm even working with Swapnil sir. And other than that, I worked with pro chess training in that Surya, Grandmaster Surya and Ramesh, they are usually taking a lot of classes, and many other foreign GMs are there.
Hmm.
And of course, there's also Anand's Vaka Academy, and
Hmm.
I get some classes from that, and they are really helpful to improve your chess. And in that we have Sandeepan sir, Guy Veski, and Yuspo sir, and Anand sir himself. He keeps messaging me from time to time, and really it motivates me to play better
Wow.
and high quality chess. So
Brilliant. Amazing. Avantika, many times when we have had interviews, I ask you, like, who are your trainers? And you always say, there are too many to tell the names. And today, at least, we got to know why you would say that, because you have been a product of so many people who have helped you. Does that ever create some kind of a thing that, oh, he said something different, this guy said something different? Does that happen, or you are always, gaining all the knowledge and then deciding what you have to do?
yeah, I think there's no confusion as such because and yeah, there's no confusion as such because I I understand, like it's just gain everything from
Hmm.
everyone.
Right.
And also like Abhilash Bhaiya, he helped me a lot. Like
Hmm.
he was there throughout my journey.
Abhilash
And
Reddy,
to
yes.
for yeah, he was throughout my journey. And even I didn't know much how to work on chess base and all. Also, he taught me like those things. Yeah, just
Wonderful.
really helped me a
Wonderful.
lot.
It also shows that a successful sort of reaching a level of an IM requires support of so many people, in that journey. Uh, there are a few pictures that we have from your trip, and I wanted to go through some of your games as well. This is your game with a very strong Indonesian GM, Novendra Priyas Moro. This is you playing. Is this at Vezerkepzo?
No, this is one is at the 6 days tournament.
6 days tournament, which is the second tournament that you played. And is he the organizer
Yeah, he's the organizer, Miklos Halak.
of which event?
6 days,
6 days.
6 days. Yeah,
And
and
this,
he's the in chief arbiter of that tournament.
okay, fantastic. So you made this is with your final IM norm that you have.
Yeah, yeah,
Okay, so let's go over your game. Let's first start with your game against Tran Tan 2. I think, as you
yeah,
mentioned, you were having a tough event till 6 rounds. So this was the seventh round that you played,
yeah,
and I think this was what turned it around. If it was not for this round, you would not have been an IM right now. So this victory
yeah,
was very
possibly.
important. So let's go through it. You
Yes.
were playing with white, and your opponent played bishop b4, the Bogo Indian. Whoa, I feel personally, Vantika, that you are a very strong positional player. Would that be the right way to characterize you?
Yeah, even I have the same feeling.
Hmm.
But some people they do say differently. They say that I'm a dynamic player, so then I get confused.
Maybe
Yeah,
it's like you are a dynamic sort of positional player. I don't think it's like
yeah,
a Karpovian style where you are, because when you get a chance to attack, I think you are also pretty brutal there.
yeah. Maybe active positional player.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Right. Okay, so she went d6. You pushed your pawn to d. Sorry, he went d6. You pushed your pawn to d5. Takes, takes. This is, I think, well-known theory. Castles, castles. a5. And you took and played knight d4. So you have a nice position out of the opening. Double bishops. I mean, this is a nice situation to
Yeah.
be in. Here, knight d7, knight to
I think
b3.
I really like this knight b3 move. It took me some time to find this move,
Hmm.
but it's really strong, knight b3. So you are attacking the a5 pawn.
Yeah.
He didn't play a4, I think, but he played a4. But after that, he didn't. So a4, and then I got knight a5.
Wow.
And
Very
somehow
nice.
his queen side, yeah, his queen side is very weak. And at first sight, it looks strange that knight from d4 it has gone to a5, but it's really strong because all his now queen side is very weak.
Yes, absolutely. And also, like a move like c6 just weakens more things, and you
Yeah,
may even snatch this
yeah,
pawn.
I
Yeah.
can take on e4.
Mm.
Yes, I was expecting knight c5 instead of c6, but then I have b4 and
Mm.
b4, ab, and quite a strong position.
Absolutely. You have the double bishops, b4 is coming in. This looks great. So he went queen f7, and you said thank you so much for the free pawn. And rook a6. Did you start feeling a little bit nervous at this point? Because generally when you are in not a good form and you realize you're winning now because clearly you won just an extra pawn, did you start feeling a bit tensed?
No, no, it was normal.
Okay, it was normal.
I was
Ni-
just thinking that like why did he gave a pawn, but does he really have some compensation? And I thought, okay, he doesn't have,
yeah.
so I'll just you know
And you pushed b4, ab, e5, and f3. Slightly weird, yeah, this move f3. I mean, did you need to play it?
yeah, I thought it was just a controlling move that I'm just stopping any knight jumps to e4, and then I can slowly prepare b4. He
Mm,
doesn't have any counterplay. I can even play like after b4, e4, and just get complete control of the position.
got it. So f3, he went here, queen c2, queen h5, b4, pushing the knight, knight went back, and now bishop d2. Very cool, very calm, very nice. e4, he started to create some
Yeah,
play. I mean, at
some
least he has to do something, otherwise he's just getting crushed there. g4 was a very cool move. Queen went back, and now g5. And if the knight moves, you're going to win the e4 pawn. So he went bishop f5. You had seen this coming.
yeah, yeah. I can just move the queen and pressure continues. So
Yeah. Take, knight h5, f4, good move. The bishop offered trade of bishop. You pushed f5. This was
yeah, actually
also
this
a great move.
yeah, this I think even I could have played simply like rook a1 or something or take rook e1. Even my position is so good that I don't even need to sacrifice anything.
Right.
Yes.
But you said why not? Let's do it in
Yeah.
style. Bishop f5.
Yeah.
He took with the rook. You took here. Takes. Queen e4. So now you lost that extra pawn which you had. But I believe you had a very important move that you had spotted here. If you hadn't seen this, this entire combination didn't make any sense.
Yeah.
So maybe people can pause here and think, what did Vantika come up with in this position? So what did you do, Vantika, here?
I played queen h3.
Yeah, beautiful. Now these both the knights are hanging, but also basically he can't give up one of the knights because queen d4 there's always rook f2 defending this, so your
Yeah.
bishop won't
And
move.
he has to yeah, so he has to go passive the way he did. But
Yes.
still his position is pieces. The knight on h5 especially is
Mhm.
stuck.
Rook a8, knight to c6, rook a2, and now you played rook e1, knight to e5, takes, queen d3. And I think your main advantage is this knight being out of the game.
Yeah, yeah.
Queen a8, you took the pawn, and maybe he could have done some knight f4
Yeah,
business,
this
right?
was better. And then queen e4. In this, I am not much better as in the game, but still I am only better.
Yeah,
Takes, knight e3, king g2, takes, something like this. Yeah,
maybe
rook
you will
d4.
have to sort of work really hard if you want to win this, but could
Yeah,
have been a better defense by him. But when he gave a check, you just moved your king, and now it's
Yeah,
all
no,
over,
it's come. Yeah, all over.
because you not only trade queens, your king is active, your rook is active, your bishop is better, and you just pushed, and made it into a queen here. So that was the first win for you, and the start of the comeback.
Yeah.
So that day you must have felt good when you went back home.
Yes, for sure.
And then the next round that you played, you were up against this time, just a second.
With Zlatko, Serbian Grandmaster.
Yes, and Zlatko Ilincic here. Let's have a look at that game, because he's a strong GM. I think at some point his rating was really high, but now it has
Yes,
come down.
I think a year or two back he was at least 2400.
Yeah, and in fact, at some point he was even 2500, but now
Yeah.
he's come down to 23. But that, he can play strong chess on any given day. How did you decide to play the Benoni?
Yeah, I just, I was once you won one game, you are in that aggressive mode. So I wanted to win more games, and I thought, okay, Vinoni is just a best try in such a situation. And
So you went for it. Takes d6, g3, g6, and okay, the fianchetto system is one of the most solid ways for white to play. Rook e8, knight d2, stopping any knight e4s. You went knight bd7, a4, b6, went h3, a6. I think this is all theory.
yeah,
Knight c4, you went knight e5, offering a trade. I remember there was this famous Kasparov Korchnoi game, and I mean, if you want to be ambitious, you have to go knight a3 with the idea of f4, perhaps, no?
yeah, yeah. And then black also has some like knight h5 and
Yes.
f5.
And then
Some,
if f4, you are always ready to sacrifice material, I
yeah,
believe, and
yeah,
it gets crazy. Okay, so
yes.
he took, but this was, I think, good for you. Take bishop f4, rook went back, e4. How do you assess a position like this in general? What should be black's plan?
Yeah, he just has to prepare the b5 push that and play on the queen side.
So you
I
want to
think
prepare
that's
this. That's why you
yeah,
played this.
yeah, and sometimes he can also like prepare f5 break, so even that works many times.
Hmm. True. F5 is also pretty good. Queen d3 played, and you calmly played queen c7. I believe you wanted to play bishop d7, so you wanted to defend this to prepare b5. He
Also
went
knight d7.
you went knight d7. Nice.
Yeah, I want to get knight on e5 and then again prepare b5.
Knight e5, queen e2, and now you play. Oh, b5. How does this work tactically? Let's see. If take knight b5.
Queen
Okay.
b6,
You just want to play queen b6, and if the knight moves back, there is bishop
then bishop a6.
a6. Fantastic. Okay. Rook fd1, b4, when knight a4, and now you played bishop d7. He went knight b2. He wants to come to c4 to put his knight there. You played bishop b5, queen e3, rook a8, bishop f1, takes, king takes, and now queen d7. So when this position was reached, did you feel like you were already significantly better?
Yes, of course. And even, yeah, this position is just so much dominating. My knight is on e5, rook is coming to a2, f5 break is there, and this, my pawn has already reached on b4, so it's just complete domination already.
Okay, brilliant. So king g2, rook a2, rook d2, and now you went f5. Very nice. I think a model game, yeah, for Benoni. You got b5 break, you got your knight on e5, now f5 break.
Yeah,
So worked perfectly. f3, and now maybe it's time for some tactics.
yeah.
So were you confused between taking on f3 and b2? Which one to do, or
No, I just what I did was simplest, so didn't even have a second thought. Yeah.
you took queen takes, rook takes, pawn takes, rook takes d2, bishop takes d2, queen f5. Just like that, you are a pawn up. Bishop f4,
Yeah.
bishop e5. Of course, you are okay to trade the bishops because d5 pawn is also weak. So he went king f3, king f7, bishop f4, pawn takes. I think if you would have taken with the king, then just king f6 and rook e4 is coming.
Yeah. Yeah. And
So
it's not just that I'm pawn up this b3, d5, everything's so weak that.
true, true. It's going to fall. So gf, rook e1. You came from behind here. Rook b2, rook c2. And did he resign here or what happened?
Yeah, he played some, I think in some moves he played, and then I just exchanged the rook and I won in the pawn ending. So
Fantastic, fantastic. So this was your second win. Now you are on like even further high at this point, and so I'm very curious to see your next round, which was the final round of the tournament against Priyas Moro. And I have played against him when I went to Indonesia, and my feeling about him was that he's an extremely strong tactical player. Like he's very, very active overall.
yes,
So
yes,
I think it was going to be some sort of a clash of styles because you with your white pieces and he with his tricky chess. So d4, knight f6, c4, d6, knight f3, g6, knight c3, and there you saw, yeah, he played some semi sideline, bishop f5. You pushed the bishop away, bishop d7, e4. Was this prep? Did you know he would play this?
no, it was not expected. I just expected normal King's Indian. So I was playing on the board. Yeah,
Right. Okay. So you got, I think, a superior King's Indian with this version.
yeah,
Knight f3, castles, bishop e2, c5. You push d5, a6, a4, stopping b5, e5. Okay, he's just playing something which is very like positionally maybe not the most sound thing, but I think his plan is simple: move the knight later, push for f5.
yeah,
So you went. I'm very interested to know why you decided not to castle here, like in general.
yeah. Yeah, so I can castle anytime when I want, but I just wanted to keep my options open just in case, I want to keep my king in the center and go for an attack. So,
Hmm.
yeah,
So bishop g5, h6. You came back.
yeah, I just wanted to create some weakness so that because he cannot play b5 push in the queen side, it's mostly locked. So his
Hmm.
main plan is f5, and now once h6 is provoked, then f5. No, this it would be very his king
Weakening.
side would be weakened. Yeah,
Okay,
so
let's
f5
learn.
would
I'm learning a lot from the way you're playing. First, you provoke h6, then you go queen c1, attacking h6, bring the king to h7, and now you go h4. Nice. Okay. And basically, if he does intend to go f5 here, I think you would just
yeah
push h5.
play h5. Yeah,
Nice.
h5.
Feels like Petrosian style. Takes, and maybe then, I mean, if you play g5,
Yeah,
you can
take
always
on
take.
f5. Yeah, and then g4 is also there. So
Oh, nice. See, this is where you are not just positional. Like you are always looking at tactics, very alert for them. And of course, you can't take because of knight g5, and then you lose the bishop. And if you go back, then you've just complete
yeah,
control on
just
light squares. Brilliant. Okay, so knight f6. He came back, and now you went g3 here.
yeah, I'm just kind of just improving my position, and it was a waiting move just to see what he wants to do. Yeah,
And now you got this chance to put knight g5 check. He can't take because if he takes, he's going to get completely chopped down on the h file. So he went king g8, and you decided to trade, and come back to h3. And can he go f? Maybe if he goes f5, you have f3, right?
Yeah, f3 and I can take on h6.
Right, right. So that way,
Probably even take on f5 first and then take on h6.
hmm, hmm. Take here. Okay, cool. h5, you played f3, knight f6, knight to f2, knight h7,
Yeah, I think
g4.
knight h7 was very ambitious from his side. Either he didn't expect that I'll attack or I don't know.
Maybe he didn't know you well. Yes, you just
Yeah,
went g4, and now it's tricky for him because if he doesn't take on g4, you are threatening to take on h5, and if he
yeah.
if he plays a move like knight f6 to keep everything under control,
Then bishop g5 is there.
bishop to g5, and threatening to take because of this pin. And if he moves the queen or something, you can take on f6 and take on h5.
Yeah,
Nice.
yeah,
Brilliant. So we went king h8. You said, okay, now I'm just opening it up. Takes. Knight to e2. Threatening knight g3, knight h5. Wow. Such a cool game. And then knight g3, fe. You took with the f knight. Isn't your f3 pawn hanging, or you're okay with it?
yeah. I had already when I played knight e2, I saw all this and I thought, okay, he's taking my pawn, but look at the knight on b8 and rook on a8. Before they'll develop, I'll just mate him. So
You are all ready to attack with one,
yeah,
two, three, four pieces here. Okay, queen d1, fantastic. The queen is coming in. He played queen f8, and now, oh, nice. What an
yeah,
unexpected move from the other side. I was
yeah. I
actually
thought,
looking at
okay,
some knight h5 business stuff happening there.
yeah, I thought, okay, rook on f3 is his only active piece. Let's exchange this and no, all my other pieces, they'll just mate him.
Yeah. So I mean, if he would have taken, you would take here, and then h5 is hanging. Knight
Yeah,
is coming to
rook is,
g5. Yeah, so rook f4 played. You took the pawn, knight d7, and then knight. Now h7 is hanging, so he went knight f6, queen g6, queen e8. Okay, you can take the queen. You're clearly better, but you checked king here. Wow. Okay. But rook f5. Ah,
yeah,
smart. Smart. I was thinking, what is the plan after this? I think then black is okay. But of course,
yeah,
you
yeah.
had this intermezzo.
Yeah, and I'm just going to an exchange up ending and he has no compensation.
This can be one of your cleanest wins, yeah, against a GM.
Yeah,
No?
yeah, true.
That
Yes,
way,
one of my best games against GM or in general also.
right. Brilliant. Takes, rook takes. And now the final stuff. He resigned here. You are completely winning. And with this, you kind of resurrected everything in the tournament. And you were ready to go to the next event where we are going to see one game of yours. And this is the next event where you made your IM norm, final IM norm.
Yeah,
Okay, so this is your game against the next one is with the talented youngster Shreyas Royal. By the way, how did you finish in this tournament, the Vezerkepzo tournament, with 3 wins towards the end? Did you finish in top three?
yeah. I was fourth, yeah, tied for third place, and I scored 5 points. So I missed IM norm for with only half point.
Oh,
Yeah,
so that must have been a little bit of a sad feeling. But I mean, you knew already when you lost
yeah,
on sixth round that you can't make it because you already know
yeah,
before the
yeah.
event that you need 5.5.
Yeah. I knew, but I was happy that to win 3 games in a row, you already feel very confident.
Correct. And
So
and this tournament started after like immediately, or how was it?
yes, so with Priyas November, I played in the morning, and then in the evening, it was this another tournament was starting, and I was playing against him.
So it felt like a match, yeah, against him.
Yeah. So first I played with white, and in the evening I was playing with black. And even that game lasted for 5 hours. So,
And he had a rook and bishop, you had only a rook, and then you
yeah.
defended that endgame and drew with him, so you won in the mini match against him.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, nice. And then you played against Shreyas in the next tournament. Shreyas Royal is a very talented youngster from England. He is 2450, and you were playing with the white pieces. Okay, I'm interested to see how you managed to outwit him. E6, knight f3, d5, g3. You play a lot of Catalan, yes, Vantika?
Yeah.
It's your
Yeah.
favorite line.
Yes, for sure.
Is it inspired by someone, or maybe Avruk books? Maybe what is your inspiration?
Yeah,
Srinath, maybe.
when I started playing chess, that time only I was playing Catalan, and then somehow I just liked this opening and continued playing it. So
Then
I'm playing this from many, many years. Yeah.
then when Magnus would have played it in the last World Championship match, you would have been very happy, right?
Yes, I was very happy. I thought that, and whichever opening I was playing, I was thinking, okay, I'm playing only one opening, and I was playing Sheshnikov, and in 2018 World Championship match, he was playing only Sheshnikov. So I'm like, only one opening I play, and he chooses that opening for World Championship.
I know what a big fan you are of Magnus Carlsen. I think maybe one of the biggest I have seen. I remember that when you got a picture with him at the Olympiad, that he came recently to Chennai, that was a very pleasant feeling for you, yes?
Yes, and also that during one of the Olympiad camps, there was an online tournament happening. First, I thought, okay, why would I play that? But then I saw somebody like Divya was going to play in that, and she told that there's if you win, you will get a wooden chessboard signed by Magnus. So I thought, okay, Carlsen, I'm getting a sign by Carlsen, so I'll play. And then I was leading only, and just in the last round or something, my internet disconnected, and from first I came second, and I was like, I thought first will get that prize, and then I was heartbroken, and then I asked somebody. They said that first prize was a trip to Spain, and second prize is that Carlsen board, which I wanted.
You were like,
So
okay,
I was,
Spain, I can go anytime. I need the chessboard.
yeah, yeah, I was happy that I got what I wanted.
Brilliant. That's so cool. Such a
Yeah.
nice story. In fact, you are going to Norway next.
Yes.
And what if you get to
Yeah.
meet Magnus there?
Yeah, I'm really super excited.
Correct. Yeah,
Yeah,
maybe
still
he
on
is
top
there.
of the world. But I don't know why in Fagons I won't. I don't know if I'll be able to see him.
True, true. But maybe, after your tournament, and if let's say somehow you get a chance to meet him in Norway, would you like, here's a hypothetical situation. Suppose from Fagans you are coming back to India, and somehow you get to know that okay, there's a chance to meet Magnus for a few minutes, not for a long because he's busy. But you have to sort of reschedule your ticket and everything. Would you do that?
Yeah.
Yes, okay. Okay, very interesting. So, bishop b4 was played bd2, bishop e7. This is the main line of the Catalan. Knight d7, he played the closed. What? b4? Okay, this is something I have never seen before. Is this common, Vantika?
It's not very common, but some grandmasters have played it, and I thought it's just an interesting choice,
Mhm.
at least for this game.
Does this also work if someone goes for like c6 stuff?
No,
Still, we can.
I think before no, it doesn't work because DC4 is coming.
And then b5. Okay.
Yeah,
So here it works because if now dc4, you can still play queen. No.
attack the pawn. Yeah, I can play some Queen C1 or Queen C2, and
And then
yeah,
a4 maybe.
yeah, A4.
Okay. So knight b6 was played. Interesting. He's saying that your c4 square is weakened. I want it. So you said okay, take it. Knight c4, bishop to f4. You have space, but sort of your queen side is not very solid.
I
b5.
thought that I'm getting space, and I just need one move to exchange this knight on c4,
Hmm.
and then I have everything. Like, what did he achieve once I exchange the knight on c4 with
Right.
something like knight bd2? So,
Okay, so you went b6, c6, a4, knight to c3, rook to a5. Now attacking the b5 pawn. You played queen d3, bishop b4, rook b1, takes. Okay. I do feel a little sad for this bishop right now on c8 because it's kind of blocked in totally.
yeah.
Let's
And I
see.
just need to exchange this knight on c4.
Right.
Mhm.
Queen d3, h6. Why did he go h6, or can he do something else?
Yeah, I also felt that h6 was a bit slow.
Hmm.
I think knight d6 he can play, knight ed6.
And then he's attacking b5 pawn.
Yeah, and I have to take on d6, knight d6, and probably play that position. Yeah, this could be a bit somehow dangerous if he can. I was a bit afraid of some tactics with rook b5, bishop a6.
Oh my god.
And then, I have to play rook b1, and then once my pieces are tied, he can try attacking my c6 pawn, like queen e8, queen c6. So yeah, that was complicated. I'm not sure if
What would you play here? Like, let's say if you play knight e5, maybe looks natural, or e3,
maybe rook, I don't know, rook f c1. I don't have anything else. I have to wait.
and then
So
you
now if
think
he
this or rook takes,
rook takes, probably rook takes, bishop a6,
and then
rook
rook
b1,
b1.
queen a8, maybe.
Ah, attacking here. Nice. Oops, sorry.
Yeah.
Hmm.
And knight e5, there's f6. I don't know. I didn't even check with computer if like this is working, but
Okay.
during the game I thought that it could be a
Yeah.
bit dangerous.
Very rightly pointed out, because this looks super dangerous, but he played h6, and you were like, now you don't have the chance to do all this.
Yeah.
So here you went rook c1, because he can take on b5 now, but then you would take on c4.
Yeah. Then it's complete domination.
Yeah, so he played rook e8, you went rook b4. What's your idea with rook b4?
Yeah, I'm just increasing the pressure.
Okay, rook takes b5, takes, knight c4, pawn takes, rook c4, and this is totally crushing position. Again, you've ended up on with two bishops. His bishop is quite poor here, although his bishop does get now some hope to come here, but he's also losing his a4 pawn.
Yeah, he doesn't have any time.
Hmm.
And e4 is also going. So
Rook a4, nice. Knight d6, and you're like, thank you for the pawn again. Queen e7, rook a7, rook d8, h4, queen c3, takes. I think more of desperation. Nice move. Maybe just the bishop can pop out from here,
yeah.
or you can go bishop b2 and d5. So,
Yeah.
and queen f6, queen e3, e5, d5, g4. Okay, straightforward. We exchange the queens, bishop e6, 4. Okay, this was fun to play, right? I mean, you are just
Yeah.
completely
Yeah, I
winning
was
it.
just even not even win immediately, improving slowly.
Yeah, you are enjoying yourself here. g4,
Yeah.
bringing the king in, and now defending the d5 pawn. Takes, take here, and a6. Brilliant. Very cool. Vantika, seeing your games was such great fun. In fact, all four games that you played were very high quality, I believe.
Thank you.
Fantastic chess. Did I just call you Harika?
No, no, I
Vantika.
heard one thing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
sorry. I don't know, somehow, yeah. So, Vantika, finally, I have to ask you, going forward, you are playing the Fagans Open in Norway. What else is coming up for you this year?
Yeah. Dragons, and after that I'll play in Menorca,
Ah,
and then I'll go back and just finish my last semester exams.
right,
Yes.
right, and that would end your BCom as well. I wanted to know in general, like if you just look like when I ask young kids, right, who are 8 year olds or 7 year olds, and whenever I interview them and I ask them, what is your aim in chess? Everyone says world champion. That's the most natural aim to say. But now that you've spent so many years in chess and you've played so much, what would your aim be in the chess world?
Yeah, I want to just have some small steps, and like first I want to become grandmaster as soon as I can, like get some norms and all, and also yeah, compete for the world championship title
Hmm.
like all other people. Yeah, just I want to enjoy playing, and of course I want to fulfill all these, like firstly grandmaster title, and then other, yeah, compete for world championship. And I also want to play in, yeah, it's not just all this, I want to play in like where Magnus is playing, all those big open tournaments, like not open, those like Tata Steel Masters and all. That's my
Wow.
aim.
Wow.
Yeah.
So you would like to play in super tournaments as well.
Yeah. Yeah,
Brilliant,
I want to
brilliant.
become so strong that I can play and compete with them.
That's an unbelievable and amazing aim to have, Vantika, because there are very few women players who have managed to do that. Maybe until now, those who have played in super tournaments, we could say is Judith or Ho Yifan in such caliber events. And I hope that you will be able to achieve that. And also, there have been two women players in India who have reached the GM title, and I'm sure you will be one of them very soon. So thank you so much for spending time with us, and thanks so much for showing us the games. I wish you best luck.
Yeah, thank you so much, Sagar sir. I've also enjoyed with you.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.